Hey guys, it's Alexander Williamson here with the Secret History Inside of Your Aquarium. This evening, couldn't sleep, case of the insomnia, so I've decided that I'm going to take this breeder box, which currently houses a problematic guppy. I'm going to let him go. See if he's calmed down, learned his lesson, so to speak. There's also some shrimp in here, or some snails in here, so I'm going to try to get them out, but you'll see why I want this breeder box. Alright, so have the breeder box, and it is full of alfucks and slime. It's been under these big spotlights for several days now, with the guppy in it, with the guppy making waste in it, and I am going to put this into the shrimp tank. And I've been noticing that the little blue shrimp aren't growing nearly as fast as I had hoped. So the new plan is to get these guys situated in the tank in a new setup. Now, right, this is a inopportune way to have the boxes set up, because you want the water flow to still be going through the shrimp so that they have a little bit of current. So what I'm gonna do is, well, first I'm gonna readjust the filter a bit so we got some better flow. But essentially what we're going to do is we're going to line the boxes up the other way so that they get some water flow. And in here we have the wild types in this one, and in here we'll have the blues, which, as I said earlier, are growing far too slow. They're really lagging behind the other ones, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on, if it's just the species variation that's causing that or what. But sorry guys, you're gonna be out of the water for a moment. So I'm gonna move these guys. This is gonna be kind of a nightmare to try to catch. I'm gonna take out this, which is, I aerate the tank from time to time, beyond just the hang off the back, and the shrimp really hang out in this fixture. So moving this will be of great help. In the shrimp tank, it helps to have everything modular so that you can really move around elements when you need to grab your shrimp, because they're hard enough to catch already. So just gonna make sure that I didn't strand any shrimp on there, and I don't think I did. So for now, we're gonna set this aside. We're gonna put the light back on. It's the middle of the night, so the shrimp will be a little bit calmer. In here you can see I also still have a female endloid that is about to have babies. I've kind of put her in with shrimp to test. I know it's kind of a mean test, but I wanted to see what size shrimp she would actually eat versus live and let live. Because up here, well, you can't see, the lights are off. I'm not going to try to bug them too much right now. The main light's already on, but I wanted to see what would survive in here. Now, you can also see we have an explosion of snails in this tank, which I'm not thrilled about. So, it being nighttime, they have come out, and I'm going to use this opportunity also to clean up snails. So nighttime is a really good time to do maintenance a lot of times. Also, the cool thing about nighttime is if you're grading your shrimp, you can make sure that all your red shrimp or whatever color shrimp are of the grade that you desire. See, all the snails in the shrimp tank are right here right now, eating the leftover food from last night, as are most of my blues. And you can see here, like, this will be a low quality red, really O'Reilly shrimp. A low quality blue, that's a wild type, whereas that red is a nice solid red shrimp that will remain as such, and I will keep them as a breeder Whereas the ones up here that I've culled yesterday and will take to the pet store as low-grade shrimp, they are hanging out, and they're red, but they're not red true all the way through and through. So just kind of wanted to show you that, and then also show you that it's a good time to do snail cleanup if you feel you need it. This means that I've been overfeeding if the snails are coming out like this, and so I probably need to have some more bioavailability for good bacteria in this tank. And I'm gonna try and experiment by putting some almond leaves and some food in this algae covered box with the blue dreams and see if they grow any faster than the half I leave outside of the box now that they're 3 or 4 weeks old. And we'll see what happens. So they're getting of age also where I don't like to leave them in here because it takes you long enough to find the missing ones, so to speak. And so you really want to make sure you get those out before they reach maturity and could interbreed with the few males in this tank. Now I am noticing that one of the red males that I had left, all of these had red legs in the daylight if they were left in here over this size. And I'm noticing a little bit of weakness in this line, as well as obviously I'm seeing young wild shrimp that need to go up into my wild box. I think I'm going to use these in the aquascaping contest this weekend, just for a natural touch, and I have enough of them that I can kind of make an impression with them. So these wild types here will be culled and used in the contest and then probably given away to somebody. So if anybody lives in the Seattle area and wants some wild shrimp, come on down to the contest. You know, the interesting thing too about this tank is my golden ram's horn snails, they don't eat with the rest of the snails, which I find is interesting. So it's also a good time to spot the albinos. I think maybe their eyesight's not as good, and so they kind of separate themselves. So yeah, so it's just a heads up on what I'm doing, and I'll check in with you guys in another week and let you know if the blues grow faster in this algae covered box or if there's no difference or whatnot. Probably gonna break half that catappa leaf off, put it inside also. So alright guys, thanks for tuning in, watching the experiment. We'll see what happens. Talk to you later. Swim on. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're interested to see how this goes.